How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're getting it played with a little bit of a Marvel United Megaverse. We are going up against M.O.D.O.K, who is trying to steal a bunch of tech from the laboratories, or at least that's the thematic matchup that I've done. So let's go ahead and flip over, get this started, because again, it's lunch break. I only have a little bit. I have no clue what camera I'm clicking on. There's the setup, but we really need to go over M.O.D.O.K. There we go. Also, you guys, let me know if something goes crazy with the mic. I was having mic issues last night. I was trying to record my Marvel podcast that I do, and it just had a bunch of noise and static in it. So let me know if it happens again. It looked like it was happening right before this stream, and I moved some wires around, so hopefully that's what it was. The wires were pulling. And when I stop talking, it goes back down. So that means currently it seems like it's working. But anyway, here we are. We are set up with M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K does have a couple special rules during setup. The first thing is this preparation card is the first card. It's basically he moves to us, but he doesn't do anything because of the way he works. The second is psionic powers, which is here. If it's on the Dark Beast laboratory, if it had actually been on our location, then you have to move it off because it basically says you can't play your first card. So that would stop you from going. We are playing at a three-handed, so his starting health is 7, so that's a little high. Special rules: when M.O.D.O.K has to flip a card, take the face-up hero card closest to the start of the storyline, flip it face down. Face-down cards are treated as blank, meaning that if he flips before the next player can use it, they're not going to get any ability. Overflow: if we cannot put any tokens, we flip a hero card. Villainous plot, oh bam, flip a hero card. Villainous plot: we lose if all of our cards are flipped. So we kind of need to stay ahead of that with the overflow, and as we'll get into the threats, some of the threats also are going to do that. So here we go, we look at our threats. One, of course, is Chameleon. You can't see him, so we will bring him over here for a minute just so we can read his card as well. So Spot: we have to flip as many cards as the number of actions at the bottom of the last 2 hero cards in the storyline. So it's probably very important to get rid of him because otherwise it's going to make us hard to do any heroic actions. Chameleon is similar, except for he is doing damage to us equal to the number of punches in the last 2 cards in the storyline. Psionic powers is the one I was talking about. Heroes starting their turn in this location must play their cards face down to the storyline. They get no benefit from their own card. So you really want to play this, or you really want to go here. We want to go here when we can knock that out in 1 turn. Living laser down here: deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. If there are no heroes, then we're going to flip a card. So he's kind of bad too. Do we want to be there and take the damage, or do we want to lose a card in the storyline? I guess it depends how far along the storyline we are and how many cards we still have face up. Technopathy: so if M.O.D.O.K lands here, heroes lose all their action tokens. If they have none or wish to keep them, you have to flip 2 hero cards. So I guess if we have none, I think I do have some things that give us action tokens. Let me see. Chameleon gives us punch tokens, so that's good. Or at least the Weapon X facility. That does not give us tokens. That does not give us tokens. Oh, that one gives us a punch token. So we have a couple locations that are going to give us tokens. So we're not completely lost. And then same thing here. If he lands here, it just flips a hero card. Just right off the bat, it flips it. All right. There we go. So that is that. We are playing with the champions. Of course, we don't have the champions deck because we haven't unlocked it yet. Actually, is there a champions deck? I think there's a champions deck. But I don't think it has the new it's kind of a weird champions deck because I think maybe there's 2 champions deck because there is an old champions deck, which was, what was it? Ghost Rider, Black Widow, Iceman, and then that was the original champions team. And then these are more the new champions team. We have Miss Marvel, Nova, and Miles Morales. Then, of course, we're using the Heroes United. One small thing down here, you'll notice there is some equipment here. The reason I did that is because thematically I wanted to go with all the laboratories I could find. So we have Osborn Labs, Dark Beast Labs, Weapon X Facility, Horizon Labs, Shuri's Labs, and Stark Labs. So this particular car, or this particular location, Horizon Labs, it gives you the ability to refresh your equipment. And since we haven't unlocked any equipment for these 3 characters, I figured what we would do is we would just add one of each for the time being. And if you go here instead, the end of turn is you can take one of these equipment cards until, well, everybody has equipment, then the end of turn would actually impact the flipping to refresh. So that's my plan. If you guys think I shouldn't have done that or shouldn't have house ruled it, let me know down in the comments, but that's what I did because I wanted to make that location have some type of effect. So I think that's a good alternative to that if you don't have equipment cards. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and we know his first card is the preparation. So preparation, he moves an infinite number of spots, but basically moves to the hero's starting location, which is where he is. He's sneaking up on us, and that's pretty much it. He doesn't do anything else. Right there, start. Yeah, because then we'll be able to see our first hero card there. All right. Miss Marvel's going to start us off. So what do we want to do? Oh, but he did move here and flip one hero card. There's no hero card for us to flip. So actually, it didn't even have an on activate. So I wonder, does that on activate still happen? Because when you have a card that shows like placing thugs, it's got like a icon that says, hey, you landed here, do this. I'm guessing yes, that would still take effect, but since we have no cards, it doesn't matter right now. All right, so we have punch, 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 wild, morphogenetics. Swap any number of cards from your hand with any of your face up in the storyline, so that's not going to help. You keep them safe. I keep them safe, you keep them busy. Gives a heroic action. They can punch against a henchman in their location. That'd be good if we were in a different location. Each other hero may rescue a civilian. There's only one civilian, so we are not going to use our team up cards. Well, 2 punches is a waste. That's a waste. I guess we'll move and punch. Just to get her going somewhere. Maybe we go back to Chameleon. Start working on Chameleon. Because the punch ain't going to do us any good yet. Now let's go back. We'll start working on Chameleon, I think. All right, so let's move. So Miss Marvel is controlling Jeffy Boy. So Jeffy Boy will go back there too. And we will punch. All right. Nova. So you guys are moving a punch. 2 actions and a punch. 2 actions would help get rid of that. Visibility, you cannot take damage at the beginning of your next turn. That would give him a 3rd action. Now, if we look at this, right? Now he could actually use this, right? The United Heroes. I keep them safe, you keep them busy. Because each of their hero gets to punch. That would allow us to punch Chameleon and get rid of that thug and add a token there. I think we'll do that. I think we will do that. So we're going to do, I keep them safe. So that's going to allow him to add a token here. And then Spidey gets to punch. And Miss Marvel gets to punch. All right. Back to Miles. All right, so Miles, draw a card and move. No, I don't want that. Punch, he can't punch anything. So let's see if we can complete this location. We cannot. So, I mean, we technically can complete it if we use our double wild. Do we want to use our double wild that early? I mean, it would set up Miss Marvel and she could take out Chameleon without having to play a punch card. And she could take care of those thugs. And then that'll allow me to get a piece of equipment. Yeah, let's do it. That's it. Let's open up our equipment early. So that will complete that one. And that goes here. And then he can gain a piece of equipment. He's got that don't take damage card. So let's see what we got. We have, on your turn, defeat a thug in your location, then turn this face down. So you get a free thug replacement, get a free movement. On your turn, if there are no other heroes in your location, you get an action. On your turn, ignore damage. Let's, to help with the overflow, I think we'll just go ahead and give him the makeshift weapon. Now, I'm going to, should I bring him in? No, we can't, because, yeah, they only get to, it's a one-time use, so there is no refresh, which this, again, this location is not going to do anything because we can't refresh because these are one-time use. All right, so that is that. We will go to M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K is going 1, no BAM. He is adding thugs everywhere. 2 in this location. Normally it's like the same on each card, but this is 1, 2, 1. So we do need to get over here now. That kind of changes what I was going to do because that's now close to overflowing. No BAM now. No BAM. All right. Back to Miss Marvel. So she has 2 wilds, which, like I said, was actually my plan was to use those there, but she does have her double punch. I don't want to use either of these because they're still hanging out together. Oh, actually, Nova could have moved. Did I want Nova to move somewhere? Yeah, let's say Nova would have moved here. All right, he would have headed this way. She headed that way. Oh, hang on. He landed here. Heroes lose all action tokens. If they have none or wish to keep them, flip 2 hero cards. All right. Do team cards count as hero cards? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I don't think team cards or hero cards or team cards count as hero cards for the purposes of this. Yeah, it doesn't say there. I bet you it's in the rules, and I don't have my rules, and I don't think this came with a hero deck, did it? Challenge, hero cards, equipment, classic equipment. I don't remember. Don't remember if team cards counted as. I remember somebody asking about this before. So let me see here. I highly doubt Copilot's going to give me a correct answer, but we'll see. And Marvel United, do team cards count as hero cards for effects? I don't think they do. I think I remember reading that for like effects, and it specifically mentions effects, they're not considered hero cards for like flipping cards over. Yeah, so team cards in the team display are not hero cards. They are not part of the storyline, do not count as hero cards for effects. Oh, so playing the team cards is not good for me against M.O.D.O.K because now I basically, nobody has any tokens. So that means we got to flip both of these over. That's game over already. That's technically game over already. We just started. That's technically game over. So we're going to have to do some timey-wimey shenanigans because I'm not going to make this game over. So instead of this, which is we did a punch here, and a punch here, right? And put that back. And put that back. And put that back. Put that back. And instead, Nova would have played. He would have drawn a card. He would have played this instead, which would have been a action, which is what he needed anyways, and then he would still be able to get to punch. It just means that there's extra there. All right. And then for now, this turn, we'll flip over those two. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to play the hero decks at all. I just realized that because they don't count for the flip over. I mean, again, I could house rule that they do count, but they're not supposed to count, which means that I have less cards in there every time he needs to flip something over. And I guarantee he's going to BAM, which is going to require me to flip one over. So yeah, I don't think I'm probably not even going to play those now. All right, so, which is fine. All right, so we're still good because we have our double wild. So punch, punch, and a wild punch. So that's 3. Get rid of Chameleon. There we go. And then she has one more action. So we will go ahead and punch that thug. All right, we get a Jeffy boy on our next turn. All right, Nova's over here. He has 2 punches. So that would get rid of these 2 thugs. I could do a double action. I could do an action in an adjacent location. So I would need him to move, which this could allow him to move. So I think that's what we're gonna play this. We're gonna play I Am the Help. So he gets a punch. We'll go ahead and punch here. We're gonna use the wild to move. We're gonna move there. We're gonna punch here. And then we're going to I Am the Help, do 2 actions in an adjacent location. Those both go down there. Almost got that one completed. All right. Back to, oh, sorry, end of turn. I may discard a card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. So we'll get rid of the single wild to gain 2 punch tokens. Miss Marvel has 2 more punch tokens. Once I get enough cards, and maybe once I get enough cards in the row, then these won't be as bad, but like that was just bad. Right off the second move, he basically had to flip over 2 cards. And I'm almost wondering with this verbiage, I mean, I'm going to play it this way. If they have none, which it says they, which could also be singular. The fun thing about you and they is it can be singular, but if they have none, which we have none, or we wish to keep them, flip 2, but it doesn't says or wish to keep them. So I guess if any single person wants to keep their tokens, then you have to flip 2 hero cards. Because it doesn't say each or per, right? So that's the way I'm playing it. All right, what are we gonna have Miles do? So he can finish this because he has a wild. We also need to get rid of these 2 guys. Web, if you're in the same location as a villain, delay the next villain turn by 1. Let's go. Let's go, Miles. So Miles is going to move 1 with the wild. He's going to use this wild to complete this. So that is that. We are almost putting him under pressure, though. That's probably not the best until I get more thugs beaten up. And we get to delay his turn. So 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be delayed to a key. Boop. You guys can see where it is right there. All right, that was good. I like that card. I like that card a lot. I don't think I need to use this punch for this guy yet. I mean, we're not too bad. All right. So back to Miss Marvel. She gets her Jeffy card. Punch in Jeff's location, and it gives me a move and a wild. So the problem here is she would need to be able to complete that. She can't complete that on her turn. So I get to move Jeff. So let's do that. Let's move Jeff here. And do we play the Jeff? Do we play the Jeff card? Problem is I don't want to move here, because in her next turn she'd have to play it face down. But I can have Jeff eat there, and I can move her here to get a piece of equipment. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play Jeff. So Jeff is going to punch the thug, or eat the thug, whatever. And then I'm going to move here, and then we're going to get her the body armor. I don't remember if she has healing or reduced damage. All right. Next is Nova. Nova. Right. So I got another I.M the help. Which again, I could move here and put the 2 here, which I think I need to do, right? Because I need this to be gone before we can go there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, we're gonna do the I.M the help again. So he's gonna move with the wild, and then he's gonna put the 2 action tokens there. That makes it easier than when somebody else goes here, they only gotta do, 1 token to get rid of that. I do think I might want to put the yellow rings on them. I don't know if that make it easier for you guys to view. Maybe I'll do it. I think Wednesday's game, I'm going to put the rings on them just to see if it's more visible for you guys to know who's where. I mean, M.O.D.O.K you can tell because he's bright yellow, but everybody else is kind of a dark color from the overhead cam. All right. Next is Miles. So what are you going to do, Miles? Got lots of punchiness going on. So he's got a wild, so he can move in here. And I can punch. Start getting rid of living laser. Or at least 1 on living laser, 1 there. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're going to punch. I do have that other, I do have my weapon. So maybe I do that. I think I'm going to do that instead. So the wild's going to move me. Punch on living laser. And I'm going to use my equipment to get rid of that thug. Thug, not a civilian. You were not redeemed yet. All right, so then that gets rid of that equipment. All right. So we delayed him as long as we can. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna go 1, and then he's just adding civilians. Good thing I got rid of that one. Holy cow, yeah, he's adding 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I feel like he's being a little bit easy on us right now. I haven't had any BAMs yet. I'm jinxing myself. The next 5 cards are gonna be bam, 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 bam. All right. So now we got lots of cards in our row. We could probably start looking at the team up cards. So the Heroes United was that again? Each other hero may punch in their location, which would help get rid of this. We also have the punch and rescue, which would actually work. Unfortunately, I drew a card, so too late. Move and punch, double wild, swap cards. So I think I want to save that to grab that double punch when I need it. But I can only swap face-up cards. That's kind of a problem. She can heal. I think I want to get her over here to heal. Yeah, and she has double punch. So I don't need a 3rd punch, though. Don't need a 3rd punch. I hate to use the double wild. I mean, it's a waste if I don't. If I do anything else, it's a waste. Because I'll be wasting some punches. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the double wild. So she gets 2 punches. 1 punch. She's going to move with the wild. She's going to punch again. And rescue. And she gets to draw a card. So she gets to heal. Elongation. Your attacks may target enemies adjacent this turn. Ooh, that's good. That's bueno. All right. So. Yeah, let's go ahead and do... We'll go ahead and do it this time. We'll do it. Now I've got enough cards. I think we're good. We'll do the Heroes United. So that allows everybody else to rescue a civilian. And then that allows him to punch Spot. All right. And Miles. What can you do, Miles? Move and punch. He needs what? Two punches to get rid of living laser. He has 1 punch here. I can do a move and a punch. What's the end of turn here? Swap a card to 1 in the storyline. What's he got? His web. If you're in the same location as a villain, delay the turn. Ooh, that would be good again. I'm trying to debate, do I want to move here? I mean, he's... Oh, I haven't drawn a card yet. I was about to say, he hasn't taken damage, so I don't think I need to stay there. Or I think I do want to stay there, I guess. So I think we'll do the action in the punch. Oh, but that is going to accelerate. Well, luckily we got through our 3 turns, so it's going to accelerate, and then M.O.D.O.K's going to go. All right, so we're going to go punch, punch. Whoop, whoop. Goodbye, living laser. Which completes this. And then we get one more action. So we will rescue a civilian. All right, we got to do some more punch and get rid of these thugs so we can start hitting M.O.D.O.K. All right. Yep, there we go. And M.O.D.O.K turn. 2. 1, 2. He's visiting Jeffy. Hi, Jeffy. Bam. So we do need to flip 1 hero card. All right. Yep. Bam. Flip as many hero cards as the number of stars in the bottom of the last 2. So there's only 1. So we will flip. You have to flip going in the left to right. So that's going to flip 1. There goes that double punch I wanted to get. No more bams. All right, placing thugs. You get a thug. You get 2 thugs. Ooh, that's a lot of thugs for Jeffy to eat. Jeffy, you got to eat all those, buddy. And you get a thug. Everybody gets a thug. All right. 1 too bad. 1 too bad. All right. So now we are every 2 turns. So she has elongation, attacks may target enemies in adjacent locations this turn. So that would be, I want to save that because just in case I can't get to M.O.D.O.K, I can use that. So, swap any number of cards. No. Guess we're going to do a move and a punch. Oh, hang on. Guess we're going to draw a card first. Yeah, guess we're going to draw a card first. All right, which is her single action. All right, so we're moving a punch. So she's going to move here. Oh, Miles, I forgot his end of turn. Did I want to swap his card? Yeah, I'm going to, actually, before this would have gotten flipped over, I'm going to swap it with the single move. Then this still gets flipped over, though. All right. All right, so she moved, and then she punches, and then she can swap a card. Where's her next card? Her double wild. So we're gonna swap her double wild for the action. All right. And Noah's turn. All right, Noah, you got to do 3 damage. Yeah, 3 damage. He's already got 1, so he needs 2 more damage. And he did not get it. Dang it. All right, so now the question is, do I do the damage? He gets a move as well. How about we move instead? Yeah, let's move instead. So we're going to do the double action, I think, instead. So we're going to punch here. No. Let's move punch here, because if he moves like 1, then this would overflow. So we're going to punch there. We're going to do the action before we left was for the civilian, and then the second action will complete that, so we don't have to worry about that stupid card anymore. All right, and this end of turn, you may discard 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck to deal 2 damage to a henchman in any location. Yes, please. We'll get rid of this single move. And we will do 2 damage to Spot. Almost took him out. Now I'm like, oh, should I just punched once before I came over? I forgot what this was, but this is better because it hopefully prevents any overflow. All right, M.O.D.O.K. M.O.D.O.K is going 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Flip as many hero cards as the number of action tokens at the bottom of the last 2 cards, which we did play a double, so that's 2 more cards. 1. I wanted to get this web back. Oh, I think I wanted to get that web back and I took the double wild. I'm fine. Double wild's fine. Conscious transferal. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, bam, on the next cards, flip one additional card. Ooh, that's not good. I need a way to remember that. Oh, I forgot it. For the bam, I needed to flip a card. Here, let's put a token here so I remember that there's a... I still probably won't remember that there's an extra thing I need to do. All right, so we need one more thug, and then just start beating on him. He's down here. Got it. Right. Miles, you can do this, buddy. Unfortunately, Miles has to go the opposite direction to get a thug. Because he didn't put any down. If he would have put one down, we would have been in business. But he didn't put any down. So I could do the action card, which would allow Nova to get rid of one of those, and then Miss Marvel would be able to come in, and she got 2 punch tokens. Do I do that? I mean, it would be, and I could do a rescue. I think that's what we do. We're going to do the Heroes United. Oh, that wasn't good. Now the impromptu came up. Dang it. That's fine. I think we should. Maybe we have this. All right. So we're gonna do this. Gets rid of that. We're gonna do this, which clears the thugs. All right. Which means now he can be damaged. And I mean, I'm wasting these 2 other single actions. It's just what it is. I wanted to complete that so that way Miss Marvel could get in here. All right. So, in return, I may swap any one card from your hand with one in the storyline. Let's swap invisibility with the double punch. Yep. All right. Now, Miss Marvel, like I said, she's got 2 punches right there that she can use. Your attacks may target enemies in adjacent locations this turn. But that would give her 3 attacks without moving. So that would give me 1, 2, 3. Swapping number of cards from your hand with them, This would give me 1 to move and then 1, 2, 3. So technically, it's both of them are going to give me 3, whether I move or not. If I stay here, I could pick this card back up. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do her elongated. That's going to allow me, I have to, again, I can't use this because of this impromptu, right? Yeah. So punch, and then she has 2 punch tokens. Punch, punch, and she can do it in the adjacent location. That's 3. 3 gone. So he's got 4 left. All right. We got this. There may be timey-wimey shenanigans going on, or I may need to look at the map and see if we have any bonus tokens that we're going to have to use. 2. 1, 2. Bam. So we do have to flip the next card, which is the invisibility I just put down. Oh, nope, I got to do 2 because that stupid thing. Civilians everywhere. 1 civilian. Oh, no, 2 civilians. Oh, dang it. Maybe we don't have this. Because we have an overflow, so we got to flip another card. He, based on the next 2 cards, that's 1 card. We're at 1, 2. We have 2 cards left. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, pal. All right. He's only 1 away, though. So that's Nova can get over there. Nova can't use this, though. He cannot use this punch. He can't do 4 damage in 1 turn. It's impossible. What can you do? Spidey's 1 away, too. So what can I do? Because everybody's going to have to basically act independently. Oh, why is it not I am the help where he's using punch icons? He only has a single punch. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, he can't even get over there because I don't have a move. Spidey has a double punch, but again, same problem. He needs a move. So, do I just set? I think I just need to. I have to set Spidey up to at least move to that location. Yeah. So we're going to set Spidey up to move to that location. 1, 2. I had already put a card on it. I'm making sure I drew a card. Yeah, I did. I drew. I know. All right, so we're going to set Spidey up to be able to move. So 1 action. So we get to do that. Discard 1 card from your hand to bottom deck to deal 2 damage to a henchman in any location. We're going to go ahead and do that. Get rid of the single punch. So we can get rid of Spot. We don't have to worry about him bamming anymore. Right. In a turn, you can gain a punch token. That's good. All right. Miles has 1 move. I have to ignore the action. Let's double wild it. So we're going to move. I'm going to punch with the double wild. Punch. All right, he's down to 2 hit points. All right, but he does get to go again. Let's anticipate him going over here. Well, we have a Jeff card coming up, so let's move Jeff here. Unfortunately, see, I didn't flip this pet card because I think pet cards in the row, companion cards, don't act as hero cards either. For all intents and purposes, your companion cards are considered one of... Oh, no, it is considered one of your hero cards. Okay. So this one would have flipped, and this one would flip back over then. I don't know if it impacts anything, but we'll see. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which does nothing. Bam. So the next 2 cards, this one and this one, it's fine. Luckily, we got rid of him. All right, 2. Oh, there we go. Because I wanted to get this elongation picked back up. Oh, at the end of your turn. I forgot to do her end of turn. I wanted to do that. I was like, why don't I have my elongation back in my hand? So we got this. We got this. We got this. 2 there. I don't care. These don't matter. Because Miss Marvel's gonna wallop on you. Wallop on you. Alright. So, don't even need to draw the Jeffy card. Oh no, she needs to do 2 damage. This only does 1. Yeah, I'm only ignoring 1 symbol. So yeah, that's it. Elongation. She can punch in the next thing, so she gets to punch. Use 1 of these wilds for the other punch. That is the last 2. There we go. That is M.O.D.O.K defeated. I was debating whether or not he was going to be, like, how hard it would really be losing these cards. Now, again, bad play at the very beginning. Timey-wimey shenanigans happened because I'm not going to lose in the first round. That just wasn't going to happen. So I reverted it, and luckily the card that I was able to play did a similar effect, right? It gave me the single action to the punch that I was doing in another way. So I believe those timey-wimey shenanigans are allowed. Why? It's my playthrough, and I can do what I want. So let's go ahead and flip over to the map. The map. Flip over to the map. All right, so M.O.D.O.K. So I did figure out what was, I think I mentioned about the resting, the characters being exhausted or not exhausted. I was setting them to 3 when it's actually 2. So they're not available for 2 more games. They say they're available on a 3rd game. So I think that was screwing up the script. So I fixed that. I also went and, this was the hard part, was relocked Colossus. So I had to figure out which unlock item Colossus was to lock him back again. So that way we could, get to Nova and everybody we needed down here. So we're going to do this. It was Miles. Come on, Miles. Miss Marvel and Nova. I don't know why they have Fantastic Four on this Nova. I don't think Sam Alexander was ever on the Fantastic Four. I think Ryder may have been on the Fantastic Four, but that's the other Nova. So, All right, we didn't use any of our bonus actions. We used equipment, but it's technically not this equipment. Jeffy, of course, was with us, and we won. All right, so, all right, there we go. So now what are we supposed to do on this? So beat M.O.D.O.K. I'm not saying that I'm unlocking anything. I know I'll need to do Professor X up here with the brains. And I do have a key. So yeah, so the key is for Colossus because we need him Wednesday. There we go. Now we have Colossus unlocked. I'm going to have to go back into the code because he's still showing, because I messed with it, it's still showing gray. Because what it does when you unlock this, it actually adds a line of code saying true. And of course, the code was already there. I didn't delete it completely. But yeah, we'll fix that. Use the key there. And then of course, the brains are being used right now on Professor X, so we can get all the way here. He gave us another key there for... Not sure who that key is supposed to go to. I'll find out when I need another character. Let's not pre-spend. I've done that before. I was spending my keys early, and then I didn't have the characters I needed last time. Yep. So that is it. All right. So Wednesday we are, of course, going up against where are we at? Who are we going up against? Going up against Sabretooth. So we'll go against Sabretooth. It's Wolverine, Colossus, and Kitty Pryde is who we will be doing there. And then Friday we are going up against, who are we going up against Friday? Friday is Namor. Yeah. So Friday is Namor. Oops. Namor, where are you at? Namor. So we'll go against Namor. We're going to use Captain America, the one Magneto that we have. So we have one use of Magneto. So we'll use Magneto, Captain America, and Black Panther there. Now, next week, I'm debating. I really am debating. You guys let me know in the comments. I think I'm going to do the Hush box next week. So, what that means, if I do Hush next week, it gives us a break from this. There we go. If I do Hush next week, that basically gives us a break from Marvel United. That way I can do the Hush and get them painted. Means this Friday and Saturday I'll paint that box. There's only 3 villains in it. And then, well, there's 4. There's 3 because these Harley and Joker are combined. And then, so it's basically just the Superman, Poison Ivy, and then Hush, and then the duo. And then you have these 4 heroes plus Superman. Plus Superman. I will not play with this Superman as a hero. He's corrupted. It's corrupted Superman. I'm not going to play with corrupted Superman as a hero. So I think we'll basically, all the playthroughs will basically be the same 4. I don't know. Maybe I would play him in the Hush campaign. I don't know. You guys let me down in the comments if you think that's a good idea. We'll go ahead and knock those out next week's playthroughs. Give a little breather from the Marvel United Megaverse campaign. And I think that's probably going to have to happen every so often. I'll have to have a break because if I want to play any other games that need minis painted, I kind of need to paint them the week before I would play the games, which means that would be my Friday, Saturday, and I can't paint my Marvel United minis. The only time I don't need to paint Marvel United minis and could do the other games that I want to play is if I put characters that we've already unlocked, right? Worst case scenario, it's a boss that I would need to paint, and that's just 1 mini, right? And then I could paint something else for the rest of the stream. Either way, you guys let me know if you guys are getting Marvel United Megaverse worn out. Then, of course, I can space that out a little bit. Maybe we do 3 weeks of Marvel United, 1 week not Marvel United. I think that would work as well. But either way, guys, it is time for me to go eat some lunch. So I'm going to go eat some lunch. This took about 47 minutes. Not a bad playthrough. Actually, probably less than that. I've been rambling for a little bit. Either way, guys, do all the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell notification, all that YouTube stuff. Until next time, guys. Oh, I forgot I got to change that. Somebody didn't like my little banner popping up so frequently. So I'm going to change that. You guys let me know if you want it at all. Maybe I do at the bottom. I just add a bar down at the very bottom. I know that's how Gaming Rules. I know that's how Paul does it. He just has a bar at the bottom. You guys let me know that in the comments. Does that annoy you? Oh, it went away. Does that annoy you? Here it is. It's food time. You can tell I'm delirious. I need food. Peace.